Hello, this is my final presentations about my internship with the Chaifetz Arena box office. So, so I work for Chaifetz Arena. That is where the SLU Billikens men's and women's basketball team play. It's also where they host a bunch of concerts and comedy shows there as well. And I am part of the box office there. I have been for about a little under a year now. We're coming up on a year in January. So, yeah. My roles and duties. First things first, I do answer the phones there. A lot of people call, they ask questions about concerts and the comedy shows and the basketball games there. There's an infinite amount of questions, an infinite amount of problems, and yeah, I am there to answer their questions and hopefully find a solution for them. I also update the calendar in the box office as well. We have a schedule of all the events, and every time something's added, I add it to the 3-month calendar that we have. And probably the most important duty there is selling tickets through Ticketmaster's program. We're actually getting a brand new program starting either by the end of this month or early next month. It's still Ticketmaster, but it's just a way nicer system. Another thing that I do in there is we have binders that, show seating in there for each individual concert and the price range on there, and also has some other additional information. But when new concerts or shows get added, I update the binders, which is kind of annoying because you kind of have to you have to take everything. If something comes out in the middle of of what's already scheduled, you have to take the second half out and put that in, and then you have to slide everything, and it can take a little bit. But um during events, I also have to work the back window there. A lot of times customers will come up and ask for tickets to different events or different basketball games. They'll ask us questions about the venue. They'll even for the employees, there's food vouchers that you can buy. It's basically half off at the concession stands. It's $2.50 and get you $5 worth of foods. And also we work with the athletic ticket department a lot because there's a lot of complaints with just how Ticketmaster does their things for the season tickets. We answer a lot of questions for them. It's no different. It's just a lot of the season ticket holders are the older generation, so they have a hard time with Ticketmaster's app or just getting the tickets sent to them. So yeah. So my goal is this semester were to improve my social skills and problem solving skills. What I did do to improve about that, and what I've learned from that is with problem solving, there is an infinite amount of problems, and there's a lot of solutions to know, and just being in the box office over time, you learn something a little bit, something I want to say something new every day, a few things new every day. You'll occasionally get something that's never come up before, and you have to figure out that problem out. But yeah, and also with social skills, just helping a customer out, being confident about that. It can be rewarding when they are nice to you, and when you do help out a customer, they're usually pretty nice to you. You do have the occasional one that'll give you an attitude no matter what. But yeah, so my biggest takeaways is, as I talked about, there will always be unhappy people, no matter what situation, no matter what you try to do, there will always be that minority of people who are unhappy. But the biggest thing is keep in mind is that you are there to help them, and another important aspect is that they are the minority. Most of the people that are going past you are happy to be there and are happy with their the service. So you just have to keep that in mind as well. And another thing that I've learned is that the people that you work with will usually always be supportive and help you out a lot. I know I ask my supervisors questions all the time, and they always answer me, and they're always working with my schedule. It's great. And I've noticed that at, everywhere I've worked so far, people are pretty flexible. That's not always the case, but so far what I have noticed in the sports industry is that people are very flexible with you. So growth in my career. Along with Chaifetz Arena, I've also worked as a ticket sales associate with the Cardinals. Essentially the same job, just to a different degree. A lot more calls coming in. I've also done a few more things with the Cardinals, work with their not promotion, but their department that, does the calendars and stuff and yearbooks. I work with them during games, and I'll sell that stuff during games as well. But anyways, when it comes to growth in my career, I've had a full season with a Power Five organization, which is the Cardinals. I've now been involved with tickets for a full year now. Depending where you could start that, whether it's at Chaifetz when I started there in January, or with the ticket sales competition. It's been a year now since I've done that, either one of them. So yeah. And also with that, I'm coming up on a full year at being with an organization with Chaifetz. So yeah. What would I tell my younger self? Don't compare your success to other success. Um, just because it looks like, someone's doing more than you doesn't necessarily mean that you're not being successful. And it doesn't mean you're not doing anything. It just, things happen at different times, you grow at different speeds. It's just you shouldn't compare yourself to others. As long as you're doing what you need to do, then you are fine. So advice to incoming students, do what you want, don't overthink it. If you have an internship that you think you would like, go ahead and do it. Honestly, there's no point of you'll be pushed to, UMSO athletics right away. Not that there's anything wrong with UMSO athletics, but if there's something else that you like that you think you can do, go ahead and apply for it. Go ahead and try to set yourself up in that organization. I've personally, at the beginning, I didn't really know where I wanted to go, so athletics was the right fit for me at the time, and I still have no regrets about that. But there are people, that know what they want to do, or at least have an idea what they want to do. So you should probably, start going to wherever you think it would be a better fit. So yeah. Advice to current students: if you don't like where you're at, find a new place first, then leave. That really just kind of talks about like if you join an organization that you think you like when you're first signing up for them, that's great. If you're kind of like halfway in, or even at the beginning, and you just you're not liking what you're doing there, that's fine. But you should probably find a place first, and then put in like your 2 weeks or something to wherever your current location is, internship location is, and do what you really want to do. But find that organization first that you think is going to be a better fit. Don't just leave and do nothing. And advice about the program: just get ready to work. It's gonna be a lot of time, a lot of effort. Some of it's gonna seem mundane, but a lot of it is fun as well. As you go through the program for all the new students, you'll see, there's a lot of kind of boring stuff, and then, we'll be working the Super Bowl one day, we'll be working Final Four one day, we'll be working these bike races, but not everything is going to be exciting. But yes, get ready to work, get ready to put in the time and effort. It'll be worth your time, and it'll pay off. But kind of in conclusion, do what you want, to do, and work as hard as you can doing it. If you don't end up liking it, at least you put in the effort and the time to know for sure if if you're ready to move on to the next thing. So yeah. Thank you for watching, and see ya.